Okay, here we are on a sewer scope inspection on a brand new house, new construction. This client of ours was very wise and decided to have us do a sewer scope in addition to his home inspection. He wanted to make sure that the sewer lateral pipe was installed correctly before his 1-year warranty expired, because sometimes little problems can go unnoticed for a long period of time, and on new construction, once you get past that 1-year warranty, there's no recourse, unfortunately. You'll see in this pipe there is some significant issues. Likely he would have experienced something backing up over the course of the first year. Not guaranteed, but you'll see here in this video that it's pretty bad, and he probably would have had something happen. But regardless, you'll see some of the things we can find here. Now, right off the bat, there is just after putting the camera down, the front clean out, we'll notice that the water is not flowing correctly. So one of the problems we're looking for in a sewer lateral pipe is, does it have an adequate pitch or slope? And if the pipe is pitched or sloped correctly, water will drain away and there will be no remaining water standing in the pipe. As you can see here, water is pooling, and that is an indication of a problem. Now, it could be bad slope, bad pitch, or it could be a belly, which may be a low spot due to installation error or heavy equipment driven over the pipe. Or the last possibility here could be a blockage further down in the pipe that might be preventing the water from draining. Regardless, this is a documented defect with the the water not draining, and this is something that would need to be corrected, especially on new construction, because it can cause soft blockages over time. So what we're doing here is we're continuing to run water to check that the water is pooling and it's not draining, and so we're going to continue with the camera to inspect the rest of the pipe here. And what we do during these inspections is, as we get to seams and joints, we're going to take a look at them closely, see if there's any defects, any roots, any cracks or gaps that might indicate a installation error or a problem. And this is PVC pipe, by the way. This is what the inside of PVC pipe looks like. And then obviously brand new pipe, so it looks very good. And here's another joint or seam right there. And the blue is an indication of the glue that they used as the pipes were installed. And there's another joint. Bottom left hand corner of the screen is showing how far we've traveled. And it just jumped because I cut out a bunch of the video that was very long and boring. But here we get to another significant problem at this fitting, which is an elbow. You'll see as I get the camera closer here, we do have a problem with this fitting with what looks like dirt coming in, which is indicative of a poorly glued fitting. It might have come detached or might not have been glued correctly in the first place. We just flowed a bunch of water to help clear out any debris, and it also helps to clean my camera head as I'm doing the inspection, because I want to have as clear of a picture as possible. And then we're going to inch the camera up closer here. And as you get closer, you can see that it looks like the fitting at the seam here is not installed correctly, and it looks like it's not even it might not even be slipped in properly to the fitting. That is dirt that is coming in, and I believe there's a rock at the bottom there, indicating that this seam or this fitting has failed. So that's a major concern, a major defect. Over time, sewage water is going to leak out and roots will want to leak in. Roots obviously will cause blockages over time. And again, the water helps clean the camera head, get a clearer picture. Okay, after taking a few pictures of that defect, we're going to continue right on around the corner to a significant major failure, major defect on this pipe. It's kind of unbelievable that this pipe is in this condition, being it is a brand new house and supposedly had the pipe inspected by a county inspector. This pipe appears to have no fitting at all. Or has sheared. It possibly just completely severed, although unlikely given the fact that the where the pipe is broken is pretty uniform. But it looks like this was supposed to have some kind of fitting installed, and it's just completely failed. It could be what's called a Fernco coupling. You see the black area around it. That might be a rubber coupling, but there's no reason why they should have used that, given that it's a brand new pipe, and they could have put a PVC coupling on it just fine. But this is a completely unacceptable installation here. You have an offset seam, a significant offset seam, likely water leaking out if that's not a Fernco coupling, but definitely going to be problematic. So we'll continue down past this third deficiency here. And as I said, in the bottom left hand corner, we're about 66 feet from that clean out. I guess I'm just trying to get a closer view here, using water again to clean the camera head. And we're going to continue on looking at other seams. So another concern happening here as I progress further down the pipe is that water is again not flowing. We have pooling or standing water, which is again indicative of a blockage or a inadequate slope or a belly in the pipe. But as you can see just up ahead, we have a fourth significant deficiency, which is actually it's a 2-in-1. We have another broken pipe with possibly some kind of Fernco coupling, but these pipes have been disconnected or separated, and a massive blockage. Water is still flowing, but it's flowing slowly, which is why no one had noticed or knew about a plumbing problem until we did our sewer scope inspection. The camera head is actually underwater here, and you can see rock and gravel, and then as it pops out of the water, what looks like rags that likely the contractors were flushing down the toilet as they were working on the house, or maybe the cleaning crew. We find that a lot. Contractors and laborers sometimes can be lazy. Instead of throwing away their trash, they'll just flush it down the toilet. But this is another very significant finding here, where the line has completely failed. It's unacceptable. The connection there between the two pipes, it's broken, massive offset on the seam, and obviously a blockage causing flow restrictions. So this pipe, brand new house, multi-million-dollar house, custom builder. I have no idea how this passed the county inspections, but suffice to say that they did have to dig up the whole sewer lateral pipe and replace it after this inspection. Alright, so that was the end of this inspection. We could not go any further due to the blockage, but hopefully this demonstrates the importance of needing a sewer scope inspection even on new construction. Thanks for watching.